talk with you a little bit about what it feels like to be lost. I gave a mantra earlier in the week about what to do when you're feeling lost, when you're feeling stuck. I mean, there's just so much uncertainty in the world right now. I mean, we've got COVID, which is number one and easiest to pick on. But then we've also got, where you are in your work. Maybe there's uncertainty there. Do you have a job? Are you going to have a job in another month, in another 6 months? Is your company going to be able to survive this? Maybe you're an entrepreneur who's struggling. There's so many uncertainties around our jobs right now. But then there's also uncertainty around our political environment. There's uncertainty around race relations, riots going on in the streets. It feels like our country is about to be torn apart. And what do we do when we're feeling lost and stuck? Well, unfortunately, most of what we do is we go into more feeling lost and stuck. We give up on the things that make us feel really good. I mean, I talked with a woman earlier this week who realized that during this whole COVID experience, her meditation practice fell off the wagon, right? Like, she didn't meditate this whole time. And she didn't even realize that. I think that's one of the hardest, trickiest things that our mind puts us through, is that we don't realize when we're derailing ourselves. But it really is ourselves that are derailing ourselves, right? Like, we can be meditating right now. I mean, I talked with another woman who's like, all I prayed for years was just to have a week off so that I could figure out my workout routine. Anybody ever feel like that? And she's had months off now and still hasn't gotten her workout routine figured out, right? This is what happens when we feel uncertain, is we fall off all of these practices that we know are good for us. We forget to journal. We forget to meditate. We lose our yoga practice. We don't go for the runs or the walks or get out in nature as much as we really could be doing. And instead, we start indulging in distractions. Yeah? I mean, what's your favorite distraction out there? Anybody? Maybe your favorite distraction is to Netflix binge, right? Or just to watch too much TV, or like get sucked into all of the political news stuff that's going on. Perhaps your distraction is more along the lines of having an extra glass of wine or another drink, or maybe you smoke pot more than normal or more than ever. What is your distraction? I mean, we all do this to ourselves. And when we indulge in those distractions, we start to feel more lost or stuck. And that makes us feel more lost and more stuck. And it's a downward spiral that makes you feel worse and worse. And the thing that's going to get you out of this, it's not just a mantra like we talked about earlier in the week. It is taking a moment to realize the truth of your situation right now, right? See it for what it really is. Take a deep breath and then buck up and do something good for yourself. You've got to get reconnected to you. You've got to get back into this present moment. When you're feeling lost and stuck, you're either worried about what's going on in the future or what's already happened in the past, and you're worried that that's going to become your future. Okay, so when you are feeling lost, when you're feeling stuck, you're not right here. And this present moment is a gift. It's the only moment we really honestly have. And so when we are tapped into our breath, when we are feeling our bodies, that's why a physical yoga practice feels so good, is because it gets us into our bodies, into our breath, and into this moment. Okay, but if you're doing a yoga practice and your mind is still spinning and whirling, you're not going to feel that much better at the end of your yoga practice. Same with meditation. If you don't allow the mind to settle, you're not going to feel much better after your meditation practice. That's why people kind of give up on their meditation practice, is because they feel like it's not doing the same thing for them anymore, because their mind is in charge instead of their souls being in charge. Okay, there is something that watches our minds. That's what we want to tap into to get present, to get back into who we really are. That's the gift of right now. Okay? Now, when you want to get out of feeling lost and feeling stuck, you've got to start with that presence like we've been talking about and get connected to your purpose, to your true self. And I want you to just take a moment to listen. Listen to the yearnings of your heart. You know there's something in there for you. You know that you're here to do something more than what you've reached and strived for so far. There is a great divine purpose that only you can accomplish in a way that only you can accomplish it. It's your yearning, your dream, your desire for a reason. And so now it's time to get us tapped into that reason. Get tapped into who you are and why you are here. Your presence leads you to your purpose. You have no idea what your purpose is if you're feeling lost and stuck. You have no idea what your purpose is if you're always worried about the past and the future. So take a moment to listen, to really listen to what your heart is asking you. Get out of this crazy head of yours. Everybody's head's crazy, by the way, including mine. And let it settle down into the heart. Now, one of the best crystals you can use, and I didn't even think about this until just right now, to use to merge the head and the heart is green fluorite. Okay, so if you have a piece of green fluorite, I would really highly recommend using that. I'm just looking around at my crystals. I don't have a piece right now to show you, but that just really came to mind. Green fluorite merges the head and the heart, and it helps you get down into listening to the yearnings of the heart. When you can listen to the yearnings of the heart, she'll guide you. She'll point you in the perfect direction. This divine feminine within all women, within all men, is what is guiding our lives. This is what gets us through when shit gets tough. I mean, this is what gets you through every obstacle you've ever gotten through, is the perseverance and the will of your heart, of your soul, of your divine feminine. She has the best in store for you. She wants the best for you. This world is abundant, and you are abundant. It is time for you to really own up to that and really have full faith that you are here for a reason. And that reason isn't just to feel lost and stuck and in the muck. It is to lift yourself out of that, to use those experiences of your obstacles and the things that have your uncertainty at hand, to say, look at this. This is a gift. This is extraordinary. I feel completely uncertain right now. What gift is in this right now for me? What superpower am I developing right now by recognizing that I am uncertain, that I am afraid, that I feel stuck and lost? Those are the things that move you forward out of feeling locked in place. That's what moves you into your expansion and into your freedom and into your greatness. And that is exactly what I want for you. Okay, so yes, it really sucks to feel lost and stuck, but it's always going to suck until you get yourself out of the suck. Embrace the suck, okay? Embrace the suck so that you can get yourself out of the suck. Okay, I think I just said suck more in 1 minute than I've said in my entire week. Listen to your sweet soul. She wants you to get out of that crap. She wants you to learn from the muck, to learn from the suck, and to get yourself moving forward, to use those experiences to propel you in life instead of hold you back. And I know what it feels like to feel like you're being held back, and that is not your divinity telling you that. That is your human ego self. That is your super villain, not your superhero. So tap in. Who do you want to be? What's your dream? What are you here to do that nobody else can do? And then go out and serve. Serve humanity. Shine your freaking light brighter than you've ever shined it before in life. And let yourself really expand into your greatness. You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay lost forever. It's a part of your journey. Great. Now that we see it, let's move forward. Let's get you out of feeling stuck and into feeling your divinity, into feeling your limitless capacity. And if any of this sounds familiar, if it feels like you could use a helpful hand or an ear to listen, schedule a call with me. You can DM me, or I'll add the link. It's just mindyarbuckle.com/talk. Schedule a free talk with me. I love to serve. And that's what I'm here for. And if working together in the future works for both of us, awesome. And if it doesn't, we're going to spend the best 45 minutes to an hour that you've probably spent on yourself in the last year. COVID has thrown a monkey wrench in everything. And it is time to stop blaming COVID for all the things that we're going through and use it to launch us forward. All right? I love you. I want the best for you. And if you have distinctions, really write them down. Put them in the comments. Katie just says, we are a living lotus, right? Like we grow through the mud so that we can come out pure and perfect. It's amazing what humans are capable of when we align with our connection, with our deepest selves, with our highest self, with our divine purpose, and with our presence. You are so strong. You are so freaking amazing. I want you to know that because it is true. And I'm here to serve you and support you in any way that I can, whether it's just talking for 45 minutes or working together longer term in the future. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that we get to connect and I get to love and serve you, okay? If you need anything, don't be afraid to ask. Leave a distinction here. Like the video, share the video. It's going to be on YouTube as well. Love it there. Like the pages. And really just enjoy who you are. Enjoy who you are. You're the best project you're ever going to work on. And embrace that project right now. Give it more attention than you give the projects at work. Because you are going to be highly rewarded for it in the end. All right, my dear sisters and brothers, I love you. Have an amazing weekend. We'll talk soon.